Okie dokie, the pattern really is stuck for now, and I actually could use those same words next week, but a totally different pattern. We may get stuck in rain next week. More on that in just a second. 84 over downtown, and we're looking at low 60s by tomorrow morning. So Bob Seeger said it's still the same out there. Here's a look at the statewide numbers out there. We're seeing some mid 80s, some upper 80s. We don't have any 90s out there right now that I can find. Let me make sure before I say that. Yeah, mainly mid 80s, and again, some cloud cover kind of hanging around. I feel like it's the same map I've been showing all, well, it is the same map, but it's been looking the same way every day. The light green, you know the drill. It's not super muggy, that is. It's not super dry. Okay, let's get past that. All right, so here's the radar shot, and what we have is a few passing clouds. We knew that would be the case today, and it has sort of kept the numbers down just a little bit. Rain as you get into Alabama, a couple of thunderstorms there, and then rolling back toward the west. Bigger stuff as you get off into the plains. Now, watch this on FUTUREVIEW. What you're going to see is a mainly dry scenario as we go through the day tomorrow. This is tomorrow afternoon. But I do have a 10% chance in there just in case, just hinting at a few sprinkles in parts of the state. I think most of us are going to stay dry, but you know, if you see a sprinkle, it wouldn't last long. This takes us into Saturday afternoon. Again, maybe a 10% shot. I'm definitely not looking at a washout or anything like that. And then once we head on into Sunday, we'll have that same thing. Here's long range stuff, and you can see what I'm talking about heading towards Sunday night. All right, so frontal boundary back here. I've been showing it the past couple of days. Here it comes. We get into Monday, and this thing is slowing down. The cutoff low I talked about earlier to the north has nowhere to go. They call it a cutoff low because there's nothing to steer it. It just sits there. And so this may just, the trailing front here is going to kind of stall out here for us. So as we go into Tuesday afternoon of next week, still a rain chance, and even as we head in toward Wednesday, all right? But then this only takes us into Thursday. I am seeing with some of the models, once we go Thursday into Friday, maybe this gets a nudge and we'll move on out of here toward the east, but still kind of early to say. All right, so it's early to say, but I said it anyway. Low 60s in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll say upper 80s, somewhere in that wheelhouse, and then we'll have 60s for Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, we come right back up into the upper 80s again. Now, again, with the dew point map showing you again, not overly muggy, definitely not super dry either. Fluctuating humidity levels off and on as we go through the coming days here, and then we'll just watch and see how this plays out next week. So here's the 7-day. And it shows cooler numbers next week, but that's mainly because the positioning of this front. Where is this going to kind of stall out? How much cloud cover? How much rain are we going to see? The models are hinting that we could be down in the 70s with that. All right, we'll continue to follow it. We're back after this.